Almost 8 a.m. Why do I always feel like I need to tell you guys the time? I don't know, but it's almost 8 a.m. It's a Tuesday morning. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that we just got back from LA. We went to a homeschool convention, and I'm honestly really excited to share like that whole experience. And we went there Thursday, Friday, and like the morning bit of Saturday, and then we decided excuse me, so it's like I haven't really spoken much this morning. We decided the rest of that Saturday leading into Sunday that we wanted to just hang out with the kids, take them to the beach, just have like fun family time, because the rest of the time we were inside of a building in the conference listening to people speak. And so we ended up going to Laguna Beach, which I have not been, gosh, in like 8 years. And Laguna Beach is so special to me because that is the first place that Steven and I ever like went together alone as a couple, and it's just very nostalgic. And like last time we went, we were still children, and now we're back with children, and so it was just kind of like a full circle moment. But the kids had so much fun. We all had so much fun. And that trip, like I told Steven, it was so funny because I was fully anticipating, I'll just give you a little mini recap right now, but that trip I anticipated being like so stressful. I was honestly not excited because I'm like, how are we supposed to like sit and listen to people lecture when we have 2 small children? Like I just don't, this is not gonna be fun. It was too last minute to ask my mom or my mother-in-law, and I'm like, I just don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know how this is gonna go, but it went so good. It went so good. Like we had some rocky moments. Like there were some times where Josie like was really tired and wanted to go to sleep, and sometimes she'd fall asleep in her stroller. Sometimes we'd have to go back to the hotel and have her take a nap. We kept that in mind, so we actually got a hotel literally across the street from the convention center. That saved us so many times. And so it went so well. It was so refreshing. We went to the beach afterwards. We had so much fun. We actually met up with some of our old friends that now live in Southern California that we haven't seen in literally since we graduated high school. And it was just like, I told Steven in the car ride back, I'm like, why was this trip so much more like my mind and my soul feels so refreshed compared to when we went on our anniversary trip and it was just the 2 of us. And like, yeah, we didn't have the kids disturbing us, or you know, I hate using that word, but it just like, I don't know, I just felt so much more refreshed on this trip. And I think part of it had to do with like, the trip was for the kids. Like we're going to a homeschool convention, and it's for the kids, like so that I can gain more knowledge and so that my husband can gain more knowledge on this whole homeschooling journey, and to have them there, I don't know, just the whole experience. I came back from it and I'm like, this was so refreshing. It was strange, but like in like the best way. It was so refreshing. I learned so much and there were so many good speakers. So yeah, anyways, that's my little rant for this morning. Steven just left to work. Tonight's gonna be a late night for him, which sucks. He's not gonna get home till like 9 p.m. So thinking dinner, I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. But yeah, I have not had breakfast. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that, but my toddler's awake. It is a little while later now. We're back home. I went to go run a couple of errands. This is, I feel like, the part of the day where I have the most to do. Like middle of the day, I always feel myself like, not scrambling, but I'm like, okay, what do I get to first? But right now I am making Josie these little egg bites for the morning. I haven't made her those in a couple of weeks. And I am cleaning some berries. Quick tip. I know you guys probably don't want to hear this, but like clean your berries, clean your produce, because I've noticed that it actually, two things, they taste better. I've seen a huge difference. I've tasted a huge difference. And the second thing is my kids love berries and they go through it like crazy, but I ran into the same issue every time, and it was all the berries would go bad before we would finish them. And when I clean them, they last us so much longer, and I literally do not waste berries anymore. I don't remember the last time I threw away berries. Also, after cleaning them, it just makes it so much more, it makes it easier to just reach for in the fridge, because you're like, oh, they're clean, and I'll usually put them in like a cup or a mason jar, a bowl or a mason jar, and they're just way more accessible as opposed to like keeping them in the plastic thing. I can't think right now. Instead of the plastic that they come in, just wash them. It takes me literally like 15 minutes, and that's most of that time is me just like waiting as I clean them. So I'm actually gonna make a little Instagram reel about that and like how I clean them. But anyways, I'm making her some egg bites. She's down for her first nap. Lucas is in a potty. He is done now.
Oh, Mommy, can I have the eggs too?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, let's put the shell right there. We're gonna have a lot of practice. Let's move these for a minute. And then you see how it's broken right there?
Yeah.
I put my thumbs, and then I just, like that.
Oh.
That's a good trick. You could try it.
Okay.
There you go, there you go. Mm-hmm. There you go. Good job.
Let's do another one and like that.
There you go. Oh, you're getting better with each time.
This is a giant knife.
It's a butter knife.
Yeah, but that is giant.
I don't know how much I'll get into today's video, but I wanted to share some thoughts I've been having. In my last video, I mentioned how I felt the Lord was pruning me, and it felt really deep. I think while there can be a lot of good within the realm of social media, there's also so many faults. I think the biggest ruin, in my opinion, with social media is just how easy this tool can be used in a way to distract us from our mission in motherhood. And I don't mean the mindlessly scrolling for an hour, although there's that too, but I feel as if, and this is me speaking from experience, but we use social media and we look to creators to model or even unintentionally idolize. And sometimes when I scroll through social media, it's almost like this rat race and so many different opinions, parenting styles, etc. get thrown at me, then I get flustered and I start going down this rabbit hole of, am I not doing enough? I should be doing what she's doing. This mom does way more than I do. How does this person always have it all together? Thank you for being so helpful.
I will help you do everything.
Here, can you put that back in the dishwasher? And let me just say, it's not a bad thing to be inspired by someone or take inspiration from them, but this is something I've been working on as well. It's really important that we're more intentional with not only what we consume, but also how we consume. And this idea of showing up on the internet and using it to be relatable, at least in my experience, isn't actually helpful or beneficial on either end. And as someone who shares their life online, this was actually something I struggled with, and it wasn't until recently that I realized when we search for that relatability aspect online, we aren't seeking to model the Lord. We're seeking to model this world or seeking that approval or validation from people. And I think the most beautiful thing about our walk with the Lord is how much grace we are given throughout. There was only ever one perfect person to walk this earth, and that was Jesus himself. Him alone is who we should be modeling. Opening up our Bible, reading his word, reading his truth, the truth, and no one on earth could ever model that same amount of grace, which goes back to my point of sharing all this. Now me, I'm constantly going to disappoint you because I'm a human and I'm an imperfect human, and I feel like we just easily get caught up in focusing on all the wrong things. And I noticed a huge shift in my mind and in my heart when I began to focus my efforts on modeling the Lord. I'm a much happier, more joyful, more willing mother when my efforts are focused towards pleasing Jesus. I need to make this last point so my words don't get thrown out of context. By the way, if you guys hear my dishwasher, I am doing this at night, and I run my dishwasher every night. But on the topic of relatability, now it's different when you have things you relate to with another person, when it's like you relate to someone because you're both moms, or relate to someone because you're both families in the military. Like, things like that are not at all what I mean. It's more of the, how can I fix my situation or circumstance to be more pleasing towards my audience or the people who are surrounding me? I think we really stunt our growth in our walk with the Lord with that sort of mindset. We aren't fully allowing the Holy Spirit to work through us. In my devotional today, I read, your worth is not tied to the performance of your parenting, but is secured in Christ. You are not just a mother, you are a carrier of his light, a beacon of his love to your family and beyond. So let this be a reminder to stop worrying about what the mama next door is doing and focus on your calling, on your mission that was entrusted to you by God. If you don't own a cat, this is your sign to own a cat. I was not really a cat person up until our cat adopted us, but Lucas wanted to show me where she decided to nap today. Josie's room, of course, but let me show you guys. So I have this pile of clothes. These are Lucas's hand-me-downs to Josie. And Kitty decided to take it upon herself to come nap over here. I actually had this like little blanket underneath her crib, and then Kitty would nap there for literally the entire day. Hi, Arlito, Papa. You don't really make the vlogs very much, Papa. But yeah, that's where she decided to nap today. It's the after lunch, in between, before nap time, that it gets kind of crazy over here. Josie ate 3 of those little like egg bite things that I made you guys. That's crazy. You are hungry. Sometimes she ignores them, and then sometimes she really likes them. She had 3. She ate them over her fruit, which is like, that never happens. All you eat is fruit. I love this cup, and the way she drinks out of it is so cute. I know, you guys just want the camera. Okay, I finally have a moment to sit down and catch up with you guys. I feel like I've been filming all day, but not so much vlogging. Thank goodness for voiceovers, because I don't think I could do this without. I can't vlog like I used to. But anyways, little, like, I don't know, I guess update on life. I just feel like, well, for those of you who care, I should say, I feel like there's just so much going on right now, and it's so funny. You always hear Christians say, this season of life. Stephen makes fun of me when I say that, because I feel like I say that for everything. But in this season of life, we just got a lot going on. And as an example, because my children both have the same birth month, I'm currently planning 2 birthdays. We got some home renos going on. We got weddings going on. We have, I'm not going to talk about it a whole ton, but because we've been on the topic of homeschool, that is like a 90% possibility for Lucas's last year of preschool, of doing homeschool, and from there taking it year by year. I've already been, for the last couple of months, searching through curriculum and add-ons and like what it is that I want to focus and prioritize on with him. And yeah, so if I got that going on too and preparing for that. I feel like I am such a chatter bug, and every time I learn something new, I like immediately want to engage in it and like talk about it and like tell you guys, oh my gosh, you guys, listen to what I learned. I've been trying to tone it down just a little bit, because I feel like I definitely get ahead of myself, and I'm like, I need to soak in all this information. And that's kind of how I felt after the convention. It was funny though, because Stephen was like, it's so cute when like you find the things that you are so passionate about, because then you can't stop talking. But right now I just feel like I have so much to talk about, but I literally don't know where to start. I'm just like processing everything. So much of life is changing, and I knew that this year in particular was going to be a year where I just felt like we were changing course in our lives in like a really big, a really drastic way. The Lord has really been answering so many prayers of mine lately, and like prayers that I have been praying over for years. Like, these things don't always go, like, you don't just ask for something and get it right away. Like, it takes work. It takes work from you. Something that I've learned is when you pray for something, it's not just something that's gonna magically appear. It's something that you have to show the Lord that you're willing to work for. In this case, this is something my husband and I have both been working towards, and I just can't even believe like where we are right now compared to where we were even just 2 years ago. A lot of that is spiritually. Pray for people you love, pray for people who you may not agree with, pray for people that you don't even like. I've done it, it's hard, but I've done it, and you will be amazed at the way that the Lord just transforms those people and yourself. Yeah, I've just been reflecting so much as my kids are getting older, like the fact that Josie is turning 1 in less than a month. Like, I'm like baffled. Like, I can't even process how that happened so quickly. The more you enjoy life, the quicker it goes, right? That makes sense. Like, the more you enjoy something, you forget about time, and the days go by so quick. It's just a constant reminder that like our time too with our children is so short, and I want to make the most of all of that time that I have with them. And so there are so many things that I am changing about myself, our routine, things that I'm just like no longer okay with. And maybe I'll go deeper into that in another video. So anyways, I am going to end the vlog now here, you guys. If you've made it this far, I don't even know how this vlog's gonna turn out because there's like so much I want to say that I'll probably say in some of the voiceovers later. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you guys for watching today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm thinking I'm gonna take a break from a vlog, posting a vlog this after I post this one because I really need to do a house declutter and organize, like reorganize everything. So maybe that'll be my next video after this one. Let me know if you guys would be interested in watching that. So anyways, thank you guys again for watching today's vlog. Love you guys like always. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.